Hello, and welcome back to the Fate of Aeothar. Previously, in the last session, the group goes to their new keep that was bestowed to them by the Sultan for their help in the battles to regain peace in Vudar. Once arriving, they begin cleaning and tidying the keep up, and that night share their backgrounds and motivations around a fire. Once the night wound down and everybody went to sleep, Hadrada has a dream and realizes his warlock powers are back. After having a conversation with an unknown deity named Bry, her domain being tinkering, technological advancements, and invention, and after a loud test of his return powers, the rest of the group are awakened. Moss inquires about what happened, and upon hearing the name of the deity, he seizes and begins having a vision, and goes back to his room, asking to be left alone for some time. And that's where we'll pick up. You've all had long rests, and you wake up to a new day. What are you all doing?
As I get up, I would like
So what
to.
Talia does is she goes outside, takes her flute, and plays it so fucking loudly.
Like as a wake-up call?
Yes, as a wake-up call. It does not even like just sound good. She's like, just like takes it and it's like.
Talia's like the early morning bugler in every military movie ever.
I would like to dreadfully wake up this morning. Message Charlie. I just say 5 more minutes, please.
I'm going to go to Hadrada's room and get my arrow back.
I take their arrow and don't give it back.
Fuck off, give me the arrow.
Hey Tony, roll a persuasion check.
I hand back the arrow.
Talia.
Thank you.
I'm persuading you to let me have 5 more minutes in bed.
Yeah, I would say that passes for sure.
Good, fine, I go back inside. But 5 minutes later, 5 minutes later, I come back and start playing again.
Right in his face this time.
Hardrada, walk down to Moss's room and knock on the door quietly.
No response.
Hardrada says, "Can I come in?"
No response.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Wow. Is Moss's door locked or is it unlocked? Okay.
It is.
So.
All right.
Get Jurgen.
Are you okay in there? I knock again.
No response.
I go around and check in the window. I'm assuming that there's a window.
If it is, it's overgrown with shit.
I say, "Hello? Are you okay?"
So while this idiot keeps trying to break into my room, Moss is in there, trying to read more into that book. Just very, very focused. The moment that his 8-hour rest was up, which after that vision was whatever, after he exited that like meditative state that he has to enter to, he's just the entire time been scanning through that book, trying to find more information, especially after seeing that vision, seeing if there's anything that connects the two of them, or like what is really happening.
And going over the book, you just still seem frazzled by everything that has happened, and aren't really able to soak in like anything new at all. Just kind of, it seems like you've already read it, you know.
He just reads it again and again, just for the sake of it, and just keeps searching through, hearing this knocking consistently and not responding because he's reading his book.
Okay.
Talia is still playing. Like it's probably like 5 minutes later. Talia is playing her flute.
Tony leans out the window and says, "We get it! I'm up! Okay!
Good.
I'm
But as long
coming!"
as I don't see everyone, I will keep playing, and she keeps playing because
Lean
She
out the
probably
window.
saw, like, Hadrada. She doesn't see Moss, and she's also not seeing Durgan, though.
Well,
I
I
messaged,
did.
or I use my awakened mind to message Talia saying that Moss is not responding.
I'm
Jesus
just chilling
Christ,
on top of my
okay,
I do
room.
like
Moss!
What?
I stopped playing.
Okay, thank you.
Was it so horrible? I'm offended.
Just for funsies, roll a performance check on that.
Sure.
Talia.
Please roll dreadfully, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Pretty sure everything that is
I'm
in
really
that
so
one is
fucking
pretty
gonna roll
good.
with that one now.
Oh wow.
Oh, damn it, Jason. Oh, that was almost a net fucking 20.
Yeah, it's very good. It's
See?
appeasing to the ear, but still loud enough to rouse you from a dead sleep.
See?
Is it good enough to be enjoyable at this hour in the morning?
What time is it
Eh.
anyway?
Not quite.
Is it better than sleep?
Absolutely.
What
not.
time is it?
I'd say like 8:30 in the morning.
Okay. I'm just chilling on top of my room, just sitting there and like listening.
Aww. See, someone likes my performance. And she, like, glares over to Tony and Hadrada.
Tony glares back like,
Hardrada's
Fine.
head just
Like,
like spins on an axis like 180 degrees.
Ugh.
yeah.
And
No,
I,
Hadrada.
I play,
All
but, like,
intents
not a,
wise.
Again.
I keep playing, but, like, not a really loud melody, just, like a soft morning melody. That's what I'm playing now.
Can you move us to the building? Is that cool?
Oh yeah, I thought you guys were there. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yay. Oh, very nice.
I would like to go to the kitchen.
Okay. And the kitchen would be within the threes.
Oh, I also,
Yes.
like, open my door and just, like, spas run around.
Okay.
What's in the kitchen?
There is a full cooking setup. Actually, there is
Nice.
like a wood grill that has like a large cast iron plate that can be put over it and used for like cooking on as well. There is a brick oven. There's a couple like halves of large barrels that you assume are for like washing dishes and stuff.
Mike, you're killing me. Is there any like food preserves? I could maybe ruffle up with some breakfast.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Okay.
16. Okay. So you do find like what could have been salted meat at one point, but it's been here for so long that it's just like a black mush now.
Ugh.
And there's like
Throw that out.
there's like a couple of barrels that
It's
have
free fertilizer.
Actually, do you know what? I'll message Hadrada. Hey, can you come down to the kitchen?
Yes. And I head down to the kitchen.
And I put. Oh, I don't have any money.
you don't have
That's good.
any money.
Yeah, I have no money. I spent it all on making my dad not dead.
Oh right.
I was gonna dare him to eat the tar meat, but I don't have any money.
Well, I do have resistance against poison, but still, I would not accept that.
So he still asks, yo, how much to make you eat the tar meat?
No.
Okay, on your way.
Heard
I said
about
on your way out, could you like throw this somewhere and like hand him the tar meat?
I guess I take it and throw it into Tony's room. No, I throw it into Where's a good place to throw it? Would the toilets be a good place to throw it?
I don't know. That's why I asked you to do it.
I throw it in the nearest convenient place.
Okay. And as you do, Talia Spaz just like flips out of your area, and you see him like over in one of the corners of the courtyard, and he seems to be smelling and trying to eat something.
God damn it.
Do I notice this?
Roll a perception check.
That's a no.
I like how you have such
Oh?
lack of faith in your abilities.
Maybe.
Yeah, I would say that you see it.
I like double take from it and I reverse as I'm like trying to like hold his like horse-sized dog face back from the meat. Like, no, put it down, put it down.
Do you need help?
What are you eating?
And he is intent on eating it. He's not having any of it.
So Talia's going down to the kitchen. What's my dog?
That's-
Like, I suppose I'm seeing what's happening.
As you walk in,
And you
there's
manage to
the
hold it
meat,
back.
me, and then Spaz. I'm like trying to hold him back from the meat. Like, no.
Yeah, you successfully hold him back, but he's not looking interested in giving up on this though.
Okay.
Can
What's he doing?
I
What's
stand
happening?
on the meat and divine smite it
No.
to turn it to dust?
Sure.
Eugene,
I
would be a
suppose
shame if
I've
someone
seen
had
what's going
bones
on.
around
Yeah,
here.
seeing what's going on, can I roll animal handling to like tell him to stop?
Sure, yeah.
Come on. Yes, bitch. That's a 25.
Okay, so at hearing your voice, he like stops and kind of looks back in your direction and like looks at Tony and just gives like a low like and teleports back over to you.
Like she's like taking like taking his head in her two hands and just like we're not gonna eat this ugly meat that has been named. You could get sick. Well, you're gonna get something really nice for breakfast.
Speaking of which,
Tony?
is there a town near here?
Yeah, Toshore.
How close is it? Like days travel or hours travel?
Hours.
How many?
4.
To there and back, or just to there?
No, like 4 to get there.
Okay.
Or no, like 2 to get there. Yeah, 2 there and 2 back.
I will head to the nearest town then. Or actually, are we leaving soon? Like within today?
We are leaving at
was
some
the
point
plan.
today, aren't we?
I don't know. Are you?
That was the plan.
Because I wanted to go buy some food and books so that we had supplies for the
You're
journey.
same. I want to buy so much food. Mostly because we're running out of food, guys.
Moss is still in his room.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm assuming so. At least.
But I've had enough time to start looking at that other book I got that I didn't get all the things out of. Like, did I take another crack at that other book?
The one on the Feywild?
No, so I had the Feywild book, and that one I'm pretty much tapped out on. But I had another book that I didn't get all the information on. I've got it written as metalwork ? And I was just wondering if I could glean more information from that.
Yeah. So that is more of a book on like forging and producing metals. It essentially breaks down recipes to mix certain types of metals to yield different results. Like there's
Oh, to
essentially
a recipe book for rare metals.
not so much rare,
Like alloys?
more of like a utilitarian sort of use.
Mixed metals. All right.
Think of it like there's a recipe in there that essentially makes Damascus, like talking about combining a mild steel and like a harder steel together to
Is
create.
there anything in this book about adamantine?
Yes. Let me
Tell me more, Big Poppy.
quick.
as I get my notes ready. It's gonna be juicy.
Juicy.
So-
Okay, continue.
So it does say that adamantine is one of the few that can't be made in this process. Mainly because it is extremely rare and not really native to the planet. It comes in more on meteorites.
Yeah.
There are instances where in some of the overlaps of like the material plane and like the Feywild, there are saturated magic areas where it can be found as well.
Got it.
But with this, it kind of speaks more on combining to create something new. So, like, you know, an iron and a copper to create brass, or iron and steel to create like a hybrid, you know, a steel that's not as hard or brittle and has more more moldability.
Interesting. Variant iron. All right. Yeah, and then I guess at whatever point of finishing that book, doing whatever he needed to do, would probably towards the end as everyone was gathering there, finally come out of his room wordlessly.
Okay.
To start tending to the plants that are outside, see if anyone needs some extra love.
Okay. So yeah, roll a nature check.
Three.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
So most of the plants are taking very well. There are a few though that kind of seem more like in a further state of growth. You know, they've been growing a little bit longer and are a bit more mature. They seem to be doing a little worse for wear.
All right, so I'm gonna hit him with not of the full 8 hour, but just the action variant of plant growth. With just like immediately all of that stuff that's currently struggling to grow grows to a point of being considered overgrown
Okay.
and very healthy and vibrant. And then also, did I prepare that today? What level is that? Yeah, I'll do that too. So he hits up with that, and then in the fucking, I think he did 90 gallons total in the storage. Yeah, 3 tidal waves is 90. So take that and just take some control water, and now in the large, overgrown thing, he would just kind of take the manipulation of it to take it and spread it, not do any of these like weird attack things that it's having to do, but just use it to, over the course of the 10 minutes it lasts, walk around and make sure everything is getting nice and grown. Make sure the vines that are now climbing up the sides of his building are nice and healthy. Make sure everyone's good and nice and charged with magical druidy bullshit before we leave, so that way they can survive a little bit longer without me.
Okay. Yeah, and after doing all of that, the plants have like a renewed vitality to them, and some you can start to notice almost immediate growth as you do this.
Moss is walking around and speaking to all the plants in a language no one can understand. But just talking to them, seeing how they're growing, keeping track, but as he just prepares, everyone else doing whatever.
Are any of the plants like fruits?
I don't know if they're, how far along are the trees?
Vegetables?
The trees are gonna take a bit longer than the plants.
Yeah, I figured as much. But yeah, any fruit's probably going to be from the weird trees that are coming, but no fruit yet. Maybe some vegetables, but any root vegetables, even with all the magical charging, are gonna, they still take the full time to grow. It's just that magically they are now guaranteed to grow. It still takes the same amount of time. It's just when it grows, it will grow double, and it will grow no matter what, because magic.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you can go and check if you want, but there's no root vegetables are gonna be good
So
yet. They'll be
Terry's
like
just
the
gonna
little
like
tiny ones.
sit on this little bit of roof and like just kind of watch as all the gardens grow. He's like, what?
Just walking
Just
around,
kind of like in awe.
talking to his flowers.
Okay.
Like, damn, you're growing plants.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
No, like
It's
in
not
a
like
like
he hasn't
a
been
oh
covered
wow.
in plants the whole time they've known him or anything.
Not in like a oh well done, yeah. I mean like in a oh wow, you're growing the plants, damn. Like
And then
because it's
also,
magic.
I guess also just over time, like while doing all of that, just also hitting everything with druidcraft, just getting that moss all over the place. That moss TM.
Okay.
Trademarked.
So it's just like between all the individual plants, there's now just this very soft, plushy. When you step on it, it's almost iridescent with the pressure of moss.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
fucking everywhere.
Just making it as green as you possibly can.
Oh yeah, like if you look at this from overhead, this is an oasis in the desert.
I was just about to say that.
Nice. Cool. So, what is everyone else doing?
I'm still wondering, should we go into town before we leave so that we can buy some materials?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we want some people to stay here and others to go to the town, or are we going to go to the town and then leave straight from the town?
Well, we still
Some
want to go
things.
down that secret passageway.
That's a good point. Do you want to go secret passageway first?
We could go secret passageway first.
Do
Yes.
we have any food?
We got a little bit of food. I got rations, which isn't like the most delicious thing.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I don't have rations.
I got 2 more rations.
Do I have
I
rations?
got a lot of herbs and spices,
I have 2 rations.
and I think a bit of veg. Oh, I have 3 pieces of salted displacer still. We're good for a little bit.
Does the Scholars Pack have
Is what?
ration?
Probably not, nerd.
Don't think so. Nerd.
Got books and shit.
Does a backpack a book of lore battling? Yeah, it doesn't.
I was about to ask if tieflings need to eat. They're still living creatures. Of course they need to eat. That's such a, I was such a why would I like yeah, demons don't need to eat. Like 90% of what they do.
You do a lot of consuming.
So, shall we head into the secret passageway?
Oh yes, we should
Breakfast?
head into that secret passageway.
After breakfast, yes.
Okay. Right. Your options for breakfast is I've got some vegetables, I've got an assortment of vegetables, and some salted displacer.
I'll
Which
take the
isn't-
vegetables.
Isn't the most delicious start to a day, but
Displacer. Why not?
alright. I'll cut everyone up a bit of like, can I cut it up like real thin so it's like bacon?
Sure, yeah.
It's not gonna be like bacon, it's gonna be more like jerky.
Yeah, okay then. That then. I'll cut everyone up some displacer jerky. From the salted displacer.
Okay.
Put on that.
Jerky.
And I don't know.
Yes?
And I hold out the pot. I give
You
him a
do
knowing
realize
look.
You have a stove now. Or well, it's not like a stove, but it's not like a modern stove, but like there is.
Terry walks over to the stove, puts the pot on it, and then I don't know.
Yes. You don't have any fire
Light
spells, do
the
you?
stove. No.
I use Question: would prestidigitation be able to create a flame hot enough to light a fire? Because it says you can like create a small flame.
I mean, I'm gonna kind of take that as it says it. It'll be like a really small flame, so probably not. Like
Yeah,
it would
like-
probably.
Don't you
I
have
assume-
firebolt?
I do, but I didn't want to use that because I was afraid.
You wanna explode your fucking stove?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
It's like shooting a
No.
gun at your stove to light it. It's not
it's
fucking
fair play.
America.
Fair point.
Wait a second. You don't start a stove by shooting a gun? What?
Oh hey, you can light or stuff out a small campfire. So would this count as a small campfire?
Sure. Yeah, we'll say it does.
Nice.
Yay.
You like stick a propane tank in your stove and shoot it with a gun.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that how everyone lights their own?
You don't?
I say, thank you. As always. And I get to frying up this displacer jerky.
Okay.
Give it a bit of seasoning. I use the dwarf spices these times. Use a bit of dwarf spice.
Yes.
There's some hearty jerky.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and it's very like robust and like very earthy tasting.
Does this remind me of dwarven dishes from home?
Oh.
A little bit.
Aw.
A little bit, yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of like eating actual Mexican food from like a good restaurant and then going to Taco Bell. Like, it's sort of is the
Oh,
same.
do not know
but...
that is a terrible comparison because Taco Bell is not even close. It's not even considered. It's like you go to Del Taco. I'll give Del Taco more than I'll give Taco Bell. I
Del
hear that
Taco
Taco
with their
Bell shit.
I only
32
know
ounce
Del
drink
Taco
cup
from
full
that
of
vine.
fries.
It's like you've described Mexican food to someone and they've tried to make it with the description.
It's like if you described it to someone named Carolyn.
That's actually my second name.
Shit.
Well, don't make Mexican food then.
Yeah.
I won't.
Sherilyn.
Sherilyn Monroe, just much sadder sister.
Well, after that tasty meal,
Yeah.
we going into the
Yes.
Yes, we should go into the thing.
Secret tunnel.
Moss is still just
Secret
down in his farm.
tunnel.
Through the
Oh, shit.
mountain.
Dang.
Wait, what did you say
Hey,
Moss
Moss.
was doing?
Moss. No one got Moss. He's just down doing all
Hey,
his flowers.
Moss.
Turns his
Hey,
head.
Moss. Firstly, you want some jerky? I got some jerky.
Moss just shakes his head.
Nah, we're going to a secret tunnel though.
Moss nods.
Seems cool. Kind of like to have you there.
And he nods. Sets down whatever. Follows.
Nice. Thank you.
Oh, whoops! I just
No
drew
words.
a line.
You doing okay,
Moss
buddy?
nods.
Nice. And I, again, walk like trying to put my arm around your shoulder, but like lumber it over, just like you okay, doing good.
You getting that close, you notice that his eyes are probably whirring a good bit faster than they usually do. But he's just not talking. But his temperament's the same. He's just not speaking.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I won't pry.
There's no negative vibes.
Right.
And then he
Nice.
Terminators up.
Dog's attacking my chair. The hell? The hell, dude? Not cool.
Spaz,
Go
down.
away.
Down,
Sorry
Spaz.
about that. Spaz just starts gnawing on fucking Moss's leg.
No, spit it out. It's not food.
Talia, do you want to
probably
get a
give
handle
Spaz-
on Spaz?
You should probably give Spaz some of that jerky.
I'll give him I'll give
Yes.
him Moss's portion.
Yeah, because this whole time he's been like looking back from Talia over at like the
Oh.
plate of jerky, and just
I'll give him Moss's plate.
patiently waiting. And you guys just kind of got up and left and didn't give him any, and he's just kind of still staring at the
Aw.
plate.
That
even though you're
jerky
gone.
would not be there when people got back.
No, he's a good boy.
Sure.
Good
yeah.
boys steal shit. I got
Yeah,
two little
he
thieving
is.
bastards.
Spaz is a good boy.
Good boy just ate a guy's chair.
So
Onwards.
onwards and upwards.
Downwards,
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
And before we go down there, guess who's not walking in front?
Me? No, I'll walk in front.
Steph.
I'll walk
Okay.
behind you. I just don't want to go and walk into the jelly cube that wants to eat me.
How
Look,
big is this
it
cube?
wasn't that big
Or
a
how big?
deal.
How big is this tunnel?
How big is this cube?
The tunnel itself is probably 10-foot radius.
10 foot. Okay.
Which means
So-
it's
Oh,
20
radius, so
feet in
20 feet.
diameter.
Okay.
What's
Right.
that, Hadrada?
I said, which means it's 20 feet in diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Just figuring shit out. So as we're all going down there, I'll take that moment to like talk about checking
in that
sizes real
case-
quick to make sure I can fit.
Duck down a little bit. In that case, Sam will be going down the tunnel first, followed by me.
Okay.
If he burns up into acid, hell, we'll know. He's like our canary.
So yeah, you send Sam down the tunnel, and he flies for roughly about 15 feet, and then comes to like a decline where the floor starts to dip down, and a wooden door with like a latch over the front of it.
Alright, we should be fine. Sam made it.
Yeah, but Sam
Let's
doesn't
go
have to
then.
walk.
I'll go first then. Look, if I step on something dangerous, you can tell me I told you so.
Okay. So yeah, you go in first.
Moss walks right behind him.
I
Okay.
walk behind Tony.
Except I'm behind Tony, so.
You're both behind me.
Okay.
You're like,
I'm walking in
twos.
like either like middle or back, like.
Well, if it's 20 feet, I'd be side by side with Tony.
Okay.
Two wide men at the front.
I'd
More
probably
like-
be between. I'd probably be between or like standing next to Durgit.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because I don't want to be in the back, but also I don't want to be like straggling behind.
you want to be in the safest point.
Yes. I'm squishy.
In case I will continue onward through the tunnel to the door.
Okay. So yeah, you get to the wooden door, and you see that there are two metal brackets on each door with a wooden what is it called? Like a wooden beam, a thick wooden beam that's placed firmly in the slats, essentially locking the door from your side.
I say, get ready, everyone.
I
The door is locked.
prepare a firebolt over Moss's shoulder. I'm assuming because I'm assuming I'm on Moss's side and not
Definitely under
You
Moss's
could
shoulder.
not aim over Moss's shoulder.
around Moss. I try to aim around Moss.
Look,
Okay.
I'll lift the wooden slat.
I'm gonna prepare an attack in case something hostile comes through this thing.
Moss is
So
going
I
to
totally
prepare
said
to
that
look
exactly as a joke.
at what's through the door.
Yeah. Totally said that as a joke. He's not preparing anything. He's super casual about lifting this.
Could I look at the door real quick, see if there's anything fucky with it?
Sure. Roll investigation.
Nice, I'm so good at that. 8.
No. Seems like a totally normal door.
Moss looks to Tony and nods.
So I continue lifting the beam.
Okay. And you lift the beam, and as you do, a cloud of dust like kind of shakes off the door from the tension of the beam being lifted out, and it seems like it would open. The door itself is probably like 12 foot high,
Yeah.
and it's just like a wooden double
Aye.
door.
Slowly push open the door.
Okay. So yeah, you push open the door, and immediately walking inside, you see that you are in a
If he tries to walk
Some-
inside, I'd grab him, but also,
No, I'm stood there. I just pushed the door open.
I'm just making sure.
you see like a somewhat circular stone room, not stone walls, but natural stone that has been like chiseled and cut out and hauled away, making this kind of circular shaped room. You see there's a couple like desks on the far side that have like different glass vials and like clear bottles of different kinds of liquids set in almost like a Bunsen burner sort of setup. You know, it's like lifted up and it has like a burner underneath of it.
It's a secret potion room.
And you see that there are probably about 4 tables that have like the same similar kind of setup. And then there's another set of tables directly to your left that has what looks like brewing carboys in them for like brewing beer or hard liquor.
Oh.
And there's also an elevated spot at the right side of where you're coming in at, and there's like a bed and another desk and like a small bookshelf.
And then I wander inside.
Okay.
Moss would follow, and I want to do like a quick scan, all the walls, all the floors, see if there's any like, and anything out of the ordinary that's not just like the standard stone. Anything that sticks out to me.
I would also like to do
I was
that.
like trying to read the room.
Okay. So
I would like to be
roll-
vaguely amazed with everything and ignore anything that stands out.
So roll perception checks for me.
23.
23. Okay. Hadrada, were you rolling to?
Yeah, 13.
13. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll as well, just for good
Yeah,
measure.
might as well.
Tony's already like looking around all the bottles, like picking them up, looking at them, and picking them up, looking at that. He's like, whoa.
36
Nice.
both times. Hi, kitty cat. Hi, baby.
Nice.
Can I help you?
So, looking around, scanning for anything that looks like unusual, you see that on one of the tables there is a tipped over bottle with no lid, and like the dried remnants of like a purple liquid crusted to the inside. But you can see where it is dripped out of the bottle onto the floor below, and it's just like a dark purplish black stain, almost like an oil stain on the ground in front
But I
of it.
like looking at this and like trying to figure out what it is. Could I like? Oh no, I'm not. I'm trying to figure out how to spin it like it, but it's like it is like a medicine. Like, could I figure out something like the makeup of it?
Sure.
Could I taste it?
14.
You want to taste it, Tony?
I'll hold on in case Moss wants to stop
he
me.
goes to and I snatch his wrist.
Yeah. I'll like hesitantly go to taste it.
Okay.
14. Tell me anything about it.
14. Not really. No.
Moss just looks at Tony and shakes his head.
I mean, we want to know what it is.
Cocks his head to the side.
Actually, this could very well be poison.
Moss nods.
Where are you currently standing at, Tony? You said you were looking at the bottles.
I was, but now that Moss
He's
has
like
gone
right next to me, looking at the spittle.
Yeah, now that Moss is looking at the puddle, I've come to join him looking at the puddle.
I'm gonna watch the door.
But I was previously looking at some bottles, yeah.
My cat is visiting.
Oh, hello, cat.
Okay. So as you're like inspecting this like stain on the ground, you start to get like an odd feeling. I need Tony and Moss to make intelligence saving throws.
Ooh, that's... Mm.
Checking something real quick.
Damn.
Is this something that put me to sleep?
No.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. So, Tony, when you feel this presence, like, kind of take over your mind, you just feel like a crushing on the inside of your brain,
Oh.
and you take. Second.
Is it all a familiar airy feeling or a new airy feeling?
New eerie feeling, I would
New
say.
airy feeling.
8 points
Ooh.
of psychic damage.
Oh.
And as this happens, there's a rumbling on the ground,
Oh.
and you see like black tendrils come up out of the
Oh, come on, Mike.
ground, and you see
My
this.
son's about to die.
I am terrified.
There
What
is
the fuck is that?
a large gray-looking, like oozy matter looking in front of you, like almost like a puddle of oil that's been given life. And next to it, you see out of the ground where the oil stain was, another one comes out.
Oh god.
Everybody roll initiative.
I dropped a visual eye.
Ugh.
I didn't have my token clicked.
I didn't have my token clicked either.
I got a 10 though, not a 4.
That's rolled like shit. That's all happened to me.
How do you add a turn to it?
Mike has to do it.
Yes.
Hey, Mike,
Or I
can
just
you
click
add a
my
turn for
token
me?
roll again and then.
Who needs a
Never
thing?
mind. 10.17. Come on, let me actually select it.
Well, you can just select your token, roll again, and then type in the right
Yeah,
initiative.
Yeah,
he's
that's what I
done.
just did.
Ah, okay.
You said it was a what? A 10.
0.17.
He's done.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. Alright. Let's see here. One second. Still showing up as 10 on my end.
So Tony and I were off looking at something, weren't we? We were at like one
Yeah,
of the
we
tables.
were looking at the.
Yeah.
Are we looking at the goo? Are we near the goo then?
Is it this goo? Was that the goo we were looking at?
This right here, yeah.
Oh, all right, shit.
'Cause
I
this
thought
is
it was,
just
like, some
coming
on a
in.
table.
Because it's just coming. No, it was in like a glass bottle that had been tipped over and poured out onto the ground.
Oh, just like in the middle of the fucking ground? Holy hell.
Yeah. It was like on the table, but got tipped over and poured out like from the table onto the ground.
Are we like over there then?
Yeah, you'd be like over checking stuff out.
Cool.
The rest didn't really specify where they were, so I assume they were still at the
Just
front.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Dry stairs at the door. So.
Yeah, I
Uh,
stayed at the door.
But Talia, you are up. If you would like to do
Okay.
anything.
I'm just gonna like move here. Quick. Let's see what I can do.
Talia, you're gonna need to be a little bit louder than that.
Yes, I know. I've just been like, I was just. I'm sorry. I will. Sorry.
Thank you.
Be louder!
Shut
Just
up.
yell.
Louder!
Are you ready, kid?
Aye,
Captain.
kids.
Oh.
I can't hear you. Okay.
What lives in the goo that
let's
fell on the
see.
floor?
What's that?
I'm gonna take out my long. Where is it? I'm gonna take out my long bow of depression and hit this one.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, right. This one.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
This one, you said?
This one. Come on, come on, come on. Oh.
Oh yeah, for sure. That hits.
Yeah. What?
Yep.
It's
yeah.
goo.
Yeah, doesn't have a great armor class.
Okay, seven piercing.
Good to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
7. You said on both or just the one?
Just this one.
Okay. Cool. Got it.
Gonna be like some Hydra shit, isn't it?
Okay. Durgit, you were up.
Crossbow time. That's a net 20.
Quick draw.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Okay, that's.
you.
I can add another. Hold on. What's the crossbow? It's 1d6, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because I'm a half orc, I can add another d6 to that thing, to that crit. So that's 11 damage in total.
Okay.
Piercing damage.
On this one.
Yeah.
The same one.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. Okay. So this ooze is up. It is going to turn to Moss and move in, and is going to lash out with like tentacles made of its own like gooey mass. 21.
It hits.
Oh.
So 9 damage total, 5 bludgeoning and 4 acid. Is the metal that encases you, it's just regular metal, correct?
Yeah, it's well, no, it's arcane metal. I'm made of magic.
But the metal itself is arcane in
Wait,
nature.
he took off the metal.
Yeah, I don't even have armor. I'm not wearing armor. That's just my
Mhm.
skin.
Okay, well, because on this it has a corrode metal feature where any non-magical weapon made of metal. Ah, never mind. Got it.
It's
Gotcha.
armor. I'm not armor. That's just my skin, homie.
Right. Okay.
Wow, how specious, Mike.
Rude.
The other one is up, and it will move into Tony, and also like lash out at him.
Okay.
Doesn't hit. I
Not
assume.
even.
Not even close.
Pseudopod.
Hadrada, you were up.
Yep. I'm going to step around Talia and Spaz over to like here.
Spaz by 2.
And then he is going to use the spell. I can't. Okay. He is going to use the spell Eldritch Blast on, or the cantrip Eldritch Blast on this one.
Okay.
Still a spell. Cantrips are spells too.
Is that an 18? Okay, 13.
Yeah, 13 hits.
12 damage.
Okay. And that was on this guy?
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. How do you want to do this? That
So-
one is done.
So I point at it and fire an Eldritch Blast out of my hand, like sort of like with a gun motion.
The finger gun Eldritch
Yeah, the
Blast.
finger gun Eldritch Blast. And it's going to head into the like it's going to go into the goo, stop halfway through it and like sort of explode the goo.
Okay. And this one is done. Okay. Tony, you were up.
I'm gonna stab this thing with my big trident. That I assume hits.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do 6 damage. Oh, I do 8 damage now. I have dueling. I'm not holding anything in my other hand. I do 8 damage.
Okay.
I am then going to, with my other hand, just give it a punch.
17 hits.
And I'll divine smite it with this punch. And blow it up with 11 radiant damage.
Oh yeah, no, it explodes as soon as you hit it. Yeah, it is just reduced to ashes.
Nice.
It's 29 damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
Oh,
impressive.
Quick scan around. Are there any other bottles that look like it matches that same coloration of liquid that came out of?
Yeah.
No. There are bottles of other colored liquids. but nothing that would resemble like that almost like purple black kind of color.
The
Is that purple
ooze.
black liquid still on the floor?
There still is a stain. Yeah.
I burn it. Produce flame, spam it at it.
Okay. So yeah, go. So you're just using produce flame to burn it.
Yeah, it's like nat 20 on the ground.
Okay. As you do, you start hearing like a sizzling and hissing,
Hi, baby. Yeah.
and from
Sorry.
your perspective, you see more of these like climbing out, like sizzling and burning and smoking,
Oh, word. So it's like that.
and you are surrounded by them essentially.
Alright,
They
words.
are. You see, like there's kind of like a charred section on their like.
So do I
shapeless
get like a little
bodies.
do I get like a little tap of damage on them as they were coming
Oh
up?
Jesus.
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you want me to roll it? Yeah, I got it. It's like
Yeah.
a thing. It does damage.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay! Didn't want to waste my cantrip. 6.
Okay.
I'm spawn camping them, guys. And so then, as my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and turn into a giant scorpion with the claws of
Shit.
Where is it? Huge polar bear. Keep the tail of the scorpion. It's going to have the senses of a hunter shark, and then immediately also have that entire outside of them start to cover with this like cold glass crystallization, and taking the attack of opportunity from the one up there, kind of shift down here, so he's out of 5-foot range of Tony, but within 5-foot range of these guys over here as a giant scorpion. Also need to roll that health.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be it. Unless I can that produce flame didn't count as my action. Ooh,
Okay.
ooh. You take those.
Damn.
I'm assuming that counted as my action.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, no. So that's just my quick form shift, stepping away, going giant scorpion, and being completely surrounded. And that puts my AC at 15, 16 right now in this form.
Okay.
Alright,
What
my
was
base
what was the 51 for?
That's my health as the
Oh, okay.
giant scorpion.
Got it. Okay. Durgit, you were up.
Okay. Isn't
Can I be Big
Talia-
Moss?
Yeah, I was like, hold up a damn second.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No,
Yeah, you
you're
skipped
you're
me.
right. You're right. Sorry.
That is rude.
I'm sorry.
Very rude of you.
Thank you. I know. Actually, the ooze would go first. Going by
Why?
that,
Oh yeah.
Because it's
because it would have been at the bottom
Yeah,
of the turn
then
order.
the ooze goes and then just don't skip me. That is not very nice of you.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
I'm very, very sorry. You can control your scorpion now.
Yay! Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
So
It's
these
16 AC though,
oozes
because of me.
are going to begin slowly crawling.
That's just gonna be over here.
These two are going to move in to Tony. Oops.
I made sure I was 5 feet away from Tony, so if you want to move that guy down there, that's where I would have expanded to.
Well, their movement's only like 10 feet, so.
I just want to make sure I specifically moved so Tony was not within 5 feet of me. That's a very important thing that's happening right now.
no. I'm over here. Don't worry.
Just making sure. I want to hurt my baby.
Don't worry. I'm chill. I'm no baby.
My baby.
Alright.
Where
And that
is
one
the
will
thing?
also go to Tony.
Okay, and also, any of those creatures, there were 2 of them before, that started their turn within 5 feet of me, take 2d4 from my cold aura.
1 second. Cold aura, what's that?
That is part of my chimera form. It's from the Ice Spider Queen.
Okay. And it's a D4.
2d4.
So
That's 4
8
damage to the 2 that were next to me at the start of their turns. I think it was like this one and this one.
Okay, they do take half damage against cold, so
Oh.
that's what, 2 each?
2 damage each.
Okay.
I'll tickle. But it's a free tickle, so I'll take it.
All right. Okay,
And
so
now also get advantage on both those assholes.
Can I attack of opportunity if they left?
Tony, you feel the psychic presence again begin to overtake your mind. Roll a intelligence check.
Oh, 14.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're safe from that one.
Ooh.
You feel it once again from another one within your vicinity.
Oh no.
Okay, so you take... Ooh, 14 points of psychic damage.
This just makes Tony like real angry.
And the last one in your vicinity is going to lash out with tentacles. 12? Probably not, right?
12 does not hit.
Okay. Talia, go ahead.
My God, finally. Sorry. Alright, I have it open right here. Okay, let's see, what bullshit can I do? What bullshit can I do? I would like to use my, sorry about that, long throw of depression against, let's say, this one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
That does hit.
Yay! I have such a low fucking AC. 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Cool, got it. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay.
You gotta do it like Yu-Gi-Oh! And with that, I end my turn.
Durga, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna run over here and stab this bitch.
Okay.
You ever just see a bitch that looks like they need to get stabbed?
That is a hit.
That's 8 piercing damage, and that thing isn't within 5 feet of Moss, right?
Yep.
Okay, then I can get
We
a
are
sneak attack on top
direct
of that.
flanking.
Plus 12, so 20 damage in total.
Okay. How do you want to do this? It is finished.
How do I describe a thing, like slime getting stabbed to death?
You can just say you stab it and let Mike do the creative shit.
I will do that.
Okay. You stab it, and the magic from your rapier just causes the ooze to almost be blown away as the magic like pierces through it, and it just almost vibrates itself into atoms.
Damn.
Damn.
Hadrada, you are up.
I am going to cast Mage Armor on Tony, so that
Why?
he does not get the negative bonus or the negatives to if one of them hits them. You know how they corrode your
Cool, yeah.
armor?
I don't
wanna
know.
Make sure they don't do that.
How does Hadrada know that they corrode your armor,
Because Tony has already been hit.
but it didn't corrode his armor?
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, how would he know?
Also,
Yeah.
that'll make my AC 13 plus my dexterity, and I have no dexterity.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's also a touch range.
Oh, really? Is it? I thought it
Yeah.
was okay.
Yeah,
Well,
get your spells. I rolled 20, Holly.
I did read it. I just didn't see that it was touch ranged.
So you didn't read it.
You read it enough.
I didn't read it enough. Yeah. I'm going to use, I guess just Eldritch Blast again on this one.
That's the spirit.
Which one?
Eldritch Blast on this one.
Okay.
Because you know, I'm a warlock and this is my best spell.
Eldritch Blast.
13.
Yeah, 13 hits.
13.
Okay. How do you want to do this? It's done.
Nearly the same way as before, except this time the Eldritch Blast, I do the finger gun again, goes straight through him and just tears it apart.
Okay. Tony, you were up.
Alright. I look over at the monstrosity that is Moss. I'm like,
It's
yeah,
a scary fucking sight.
you could take a beating. And I look around at these three gooey bastards, and I slam my hands together in Thunderwave.
Okay.
It's a DC 16 spell save DC. I haven't made it a spell attack on my sheet, so you're just gonna have to roll it.
What is the save?
16. Constitution.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just one or two? Because you're doing both, right?
I'm hitting all three of these.
Okay. So one. Oh shit, that was Dex. Sorry. Wouldn't have been great. 11.
Nice. So two of them fail. One in the middle takes half damage.
One of them does a sick blob equivalent of a backflip.
Half a 6.
Okay.
One takes 3 damage, the other two take 6 damage and get pushed away as I boom clap my hands together. They're pushed 10 feet away from me. Apart from the one that made the save. He's chilling there and only takes 3.
Okay. Cool. Got it. Alright. Moss, you were up.
They need to be pushed.
Oh, right. 10 feet or 5?
10 feet.
One of them saved.
Or
Yeah, one of them's cool.
Okay.
Also like to Shield of Faith myself,
Okay.
in order to protect my armor somewhat. As a bonus action.
Okay, cool. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna check if Shield of Faith is definitely a bonus action spell and not something I cast with Sam. It is, yeah, it's my turn.
Okay, cool.
Alright, Moss does a little like loop-de-loo around this guy. And then is gonna do we'll do one attack at a time. Claw attack on that guy. With his fucking icy polar bear claw.
Okay.
22.
That does hit.
First one is 12 damage.
That's including the cold damage as well?
No, the cold damage is only when they start their turn.
Okay.
Within 5 feet of me. Oh, I do. Hold on, because I keep forgetting to. I also roll a fucking D4 with everything, because I have a goddamn magic item that does that, and I didn't do it like at all for every combat we've done. I'm forgetting I got that.
Okay.
So 14 damage total.
Total. So that was an extra 2?
Yeah, an extra 2 on that one.
Okay.
And that's magical slashing damage.
Cool, got it.
That's still alive?
Yep. Just
Do it again. Wrong one. That one, 22.
Yep, that hits.
Plus 1d4. 12 damage again.
Okay. How
Oh
do you
my-
want to do this?
Garbo. Yeah, so just 2 polar bear claws going through simultaneously, just ripping it in half and smacking both halves 2 ways.
Nice.
And then last one, get 1 more because giant scorpions are great. Going for an attack with the tail on the other one that's currently in range with Tony. Does that count as a direct flank since I'm technically in that square?
Yeah.
D1 plus 4. Oh, nope. Rolled that wrong. The first one was an 8.
To hit.
Yeah, and but it's advantage. 15.
Okay, so yeah, 15 hits for sure.
Right,
The 8
and-
would have hit too because that's its armor class.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're not strong.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're not.
So
they're not very
then
durable.
the tail for this guy is I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. While it takes this damage for free.
Moss is just doing the whole fight by himself.
It just
Is it
takes a
giant
while.
or
He does so he doesn't take the X. No, he takes half damage. Plus 2, so he takes 12 damage off the bat. And then half of 27.
How do you want to do this?
Fucking just so Tony's just sitting there, gores through that one, and simultaneously the tail, just the one solid spike straight through the back of the fucking ooze's mass, and just stops like an inch before Tony's head, and then
Tony like
sluthers back
cringes a
out.
little bit. Ugh.
It's like it's like metallic. It's like the fucking tail from the monster in Transformers. It's like
Nice.
and what's Scorpion's move speed? Oh, it's 40 feet. Can I move after doing attack, or do you not allow that? If I didn't use all my movement.
If you still have movement left, you can. Yeah.
Yep. No. Yeah, I got 10 more feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna wiggle my ass right on up here next to this fucker.
Okay. Is
And-
that your turn?
That's my turn.
So this ooze is
It
going
takes
to
2d4, 6 damage. Half of that to 3.
of cold.
Yeah.
For the cold. Okay. Oops. Okay. Moves up to Tony, and you feel the psychic presence in your mind again, and you feel it beginning to like crush the inside.
No, I don't.
But you
Nat
shake it
20,
off,
19.
break out
Oh,
of it,
that hurts.
I got that fortitude this time.
and that is its turn. Talia, you're up.
Oh, yes, right. Okay, Jesus. I would like to. Maybe get a trade. Okay. Just real quick. I'd like to move here and do a little pew pew again with my longbow of depression.
Okay, go ahead.
I shoot them with my gun.
That hits.
I cast bullet.
I guess bullet.
I cast bullet. That is 10 piercing damage.
Okay. Cool, got it.
Aren't longbows just prehistoric railguns?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's the lie?
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Durgit, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna eat up here and stab the bitch. Because that's the only thing I can do.
Okay.
And you're direct flanking, so you advantage.
Yeah,
Yep, that
Okay.
hits.
11 piercing damage.
You attack.
11. Yep. How do you do?
I mean, I don't need to. Stab it, it melts, I don't fucking know.
Stab and it melts.
stab.
Perfect.
It's like butter.
That'll work.
A stab and a stab.
The oozy mass begins to bubble and boil over, and turns into a thin liquid instead of a gelatinous mass. And looking down where the black stain was, it is now currently gone.
Whew.
What do you mean with currently?
Finally, more.
You don't see it
It
anymore.
was there, and now it's not.
Okay.
I'm gonna very warily look at all the other bottles.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Oh. Lovely.
Sorry.
Wow.
Amazing.
So he's just like barreled
I-
over, hands on his knees, like, ah. Ooh.
What does it mean?
Because you see nothing.
You go temporarily
My helmet's
blind.
as like moss pierced through the previous enemy. It turned my helmet round. It's like on backwards.
Just splattered the black goo into your fucking eyes.
Oh, spin it around, wipe my face off.
I investigation check to like see what is in the room, like in general. Like,
Here's a
what's that?
question, Mike. Can I drop my chimera form without dropping my wild shape?
No, I would say it serves as the same function once you
Damn it!
use your chimera.
can I help you?
No one can touch Moss for 8 hours
Can you hear me now?
until he turns out, which he's not going to. In scorpion form, Moss is gonna go around and check, see if there's any notes or anything he can get a good look at.
I can do that.
I'm also going to do that.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go up here.
Yeah, but I said it
because
first.
This is obviously a living area.
Wait, I rolled a fuck.
I
Okay,
said it
never mind.
first, actually, and I rolled a 0.
So, Mike, do we roll perception or investigation?
Investigation.
All right.
I rolled wrong then.
Why
Wow,
are we all
18.
doing so bad?
Are you keeping your chimera shape, or are you dropping it?
I keep my mental stats in wild shape form.
Okay.
But yeah, for now he's keeping it. But
Okay.
I'm mentally exactly the same, and I can use my tail to grab stuff.
Okay. So, Moss, looking around, you do find there are more like liquids inside of the glass bottles. Some are like a pink color, some are yellow, some are like a red color, some are green. They just seem like regular sort of liquids, though.
Can I determine
Nothing.
what any of them are? Is there like
Roll an Arcana check.
Arcana? Yeah, 15. All right.
15. Okay. So kind of swirling the red one around, you see that inside of it is like the mixture for a healing potion.
All right.
Well, that's good.
I'll leaves it there because he
What
doesn't have his
kind is
bag
like
on him right
kind
now.
of undetermined, but the red liquid does seem like the familiar red.
Red
you
red
would
is
find
so
it.
reds are healing. Can I figure out what like so there's like a green and then a blue?
Yes.
That's separate checks for all those?
Uh-huh.
Green, 5, blue, 1.
Wow.
Hell yeah. But my claws, I just like can't get them. They're too stumpy. I just can't grab them to look at them.
Yeah, the other ones don't. You don't really know what they are.
Can I, like, is this just like a tent?
No, that is a raised area that has a bed, a small bookshelf, and a desk.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Target is currently up there, it seems like.
Yeah, I'm investigating this to see if there's any interesting shit around.
Okay. So yeah, everyone else didn't roll so hot on their investigations.
I rolled
Definitely.
an 11.
So I would say Moss is really the only one that kind of finds anything.
Is there anything on the desk?
Yeah, there's like a quill and some parchments.
Are there any
Is there
books?
anything written on the thing?
Roll a perception check.
Wow.
Not that you can make out.
Question: is this a bookshelf or a wardrobe?
That is
Frank.
a bookshelf.
That's a bookshelf.
That is a bookshelf.
Oh, really? Are there any books in it?
Sure. Yeah. There's books.
Any books that stand out that are interesting?
Roll investigation.
Jesus.
21.
Looking for books.
Says the scorpion.
It depends on your
Nerd.
idea of interesting. There's books on moths and butterflies. There's books on the cycles of the moon. There's books on like basic kind of alchemy.
Are there any books on religion, engineering, or tinkering?
I'll come
No.
have a nosy over here while you're
No?
doing that.
No.
Okay, can I take one of the alchemy books?
Sure.
What does the cover say?
The joy of alchemy.
God damn it.
Alchemy for dummies. I gotta brew some happy little potions.
Does the desk have any drawers?
Yeah, there are 2 drawers.
I'm going to look if there are traps on the drawers.
Roll investigation.
Ah, boy. That's a 7.
Wow, congratulations to
Uh,
you.
It doesn't seem trapped.
Okay, then I'm going to open them.
They're locked.
Fucking I will unlock them.
They were locked.
Okay, so you
Then
should.
Dara got locked to them.
Once.
24.
Okay.
Do I
So,
need to roll for do I need to roll for both?
yeah, go ahead.
And a nat
There
20.
you go.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, you pop the locks on both of them and pull them out. Roll 2 dex saves for me.
Great.
Aw, damn it.
27, net 20.
Yeah, you're fine. As you open the drawers, a dart comes out of each of them.
Can I investigate the mechanism of the dart?
Sure.
Like how it
Do I
works?
take any damage?
No.
Okay.
You dodged them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
Now that I'm up here, can I do
21.
a bit of snooping?
What's that?
Now that I'm up here, can I do a bit of snooping?
Sure. Let me get through Hadrada's thing.
Yeah, cool.
So you were wanting to see the mechanism and how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like a pressure-based system
Mhm.
where there is essentially like what looks like a crossbow kind of setup on the inside. It has like the bow and the string and like a runner for the dart to roll on.
Mhm.
But the way that it's cocked is when you close the drawer, it pulls the string forward and puts pressure on it, and it has been tied off to where the keyhole is, and only using the actual key for it will the string not be broken, and it won't shoot the dart at somebody when the drawer is opened.
Very interesting. Not exactly what I was expecting, but very interesting. Well, whatever Tony wants to do now, he can do.
Okay, Tony, what are you looking for?
Just having a snoop.
Okay, roll investigation. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that was
Wasn't
actually pretty
terrible.
good.
So you see there is a wooden chest at the foot of the bed.
Ooh. I'll hoy this open then.
Okay, it is locked.
Maybe I won't. There you go.
Okay, I go up to the wooden chest after Tony points it out, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm in need of
and
your
I
services.
Yeah, and I see if it's trapped.
Open it from the backside.
Roll investigation.
12.
Wow.
You don't see any mechanisms or anything on the outside that jump out to you.
Okay, fuck it, I've dodged 2 arrows, I can dodge a third one. Can I, if this thing is trapped with arrows, would I get advantage? Because I'm already prepared for that trap to come.
I'll say yeah.
I mean, you
Okay.
could just like hide underneath it, right, as you open it.
32.
Okay. So yeah, you easily pop the lock on it.
Arrows? Darts?
No.
Okay.
Are you opening it?
Yes?
Okay. Roll a con save.
Wow.
Different trap.
11.
You take 45 points
40. Okay.
of necrotic damage.
Oh my.
Dear God.
And looking inside, you see that there was a translucent pink stone.
Okay. That's great for that stone.
Also inside, you see there are satchels of coins.
Ooh.
Ooh, worm?
How many coins?
Counting through all of it, you find that there is 800 gold.
Hey, can you give
Oh,
like
my.
400 to me?
Hey, can
Give
you
like
guys
the other
heal
400
me?
to me.
Can you guys heal me, please? I'm
Oh,
out.
oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna lay on hands to get 25.
Thank
Can
you.
I check like what kind of poison or like thing caused that damage so that I can know like maybe how to heal it?
Sure, roll investigation.
6.
Nope. It's hard to say. There's nothing really on the inside of the chest except for what was inside of it.
Not to be a greedy bastard, but I don't have a penny to my name.
I don't have a penny to my name either.
Y'all aren't the only
No,
poor
hello.
fuckers here.
I have
Alright, but you
like
can
500
buy a
split
you
that.
can buy a glass of water.
I have like 500 gold. I leave them.
That
split
shit
it
almost
into-
killed me. I want at least a small cut. I opened the thing.
Okay,
So we'll do it for all
I
except the
also want
rich
50.
people.
okay, so I'll take only 100. You guys can have
Everyone
the
can
rest.
take 200 if someone's sitting out.
Durgat, go to one-on-one chat.
Oh no.
Corin, you as well, and then take off your headphones.
Alrighty.
You there?
Yes.
1 second. So, after taking the damage from opening that chest, you feel strange, and
Oh no.
consciousness blacks out, and you find yourself in what's almost seems like a negative area where darkness is the prevailing color scheme, and then the light acts as the shadows. It's a very, very odd feeling. Looking around, you can see that the walls of where you're inside of are almost like elongated triangle shaped sections, very similar to what the outside of the gym looked like.
Okay.
You try to shout out for help, and you don't have a voice. No sound comes out.
Well, that's not terrifying at all.
You begin walking to the walls and reach your hand out to touch them, and your hand kind of sinks into it a little bit. And as it does, the darkness on that very small section begins to fade out, and you see it's almost like a window. And on the outside, you can see the edges of the chest. And looking up, you see the giant faces of your friends and party. And also you, talking to your friends and doing stuff. But you don't feel as if you're in your own body.
Bloody hell, I'm inside the crystal.
So currently, at this point, as you play Durgat, you will not be Durgat, you will be an imposter.
What imposter? I need more details on that.
No, you just play Durgat as you normally would, but going forward, for now, you are not Durgat. So if I DM you to make an attack or do something, then you would do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is for your ears only. The rest of the party isn't to know.
Okay. I will from now on. If I ever get back to my normal body, I will never open chests ever again. let it be known if this ever gets revealed. Yeah, or for YouTube, I don't know.
But okay, so yeah, we will go back to general.
Okay.
See how fast I am? See how fast?
Right.
So you all begin counting all the coins out of the bags, and Durgat approaches, insisting that they almost died and that they'd like a substantial cut for putting their life on the line.
They
And
can get a cut.
How much is
Are-
Durgan taking?
are you leaving it in the chest, or are you just pulling it out with the bags?
Was there a pressure fucking trap too? This dude really just like, no one's allowed to have my shit.
Okay, so yeah.
I mean, we're kind of just talking about it right now.
Okay. But yeah, so you pull out the bags of coins and stuff, and all that's left behind is like the inner padding of the chest and the pink gemstone.
And the pressure plate. Yeah, I want to look at pink rock.
Everyone gets 200, by the way. If I think someone said they were sitting out.
I don't need any, so.
If Talia said not,
Totally
everyone
fine.
gets 200.
Okay.
Amongst
Um,
themselves.
So Tony, you pick up the gemstone, and it is very dark pink with like a dark center, almost like it's hollow
Like
on the
bubble gum.
inside.
Woo!
And it's currently shining very luminescently. Roll investigation.
Wow.
It's a very beautiful stone, and for some reason you can't take your eyes off of it.
Hey,
I can't.
Talia, cast I know what the fuck it is on it.
Oh yeah, right. He's right here. Okay.
So I was just kind of speechlessly staring at the room.
Tony, go to one-on-one chat.
Cool.
Uh-oh. Hey!
Corn.
This is gonna be a thing.
Corin, you as well.
Alright, take off my headphones, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, there.
Yeah.
So as you pick up the stone and you begin looking at it, your eyes are just locked onto it, and it goes from like the pink outer gem and kind of focuses in slowly on like the dark center. And at that point, you feel like something is being ripped out of your body, and you black
That's
out
bad.
and then wake up in almost like a negative zone.
Ooh.
The color coming from the material plane, where everything is colorful and vibrant, this is dark is the color, and light is almost like the shadow line.
Does Tony recognize he's not on the material plane?
Roll an Arcana check.
If this is a yes, some shit's about to happen.
You don't know where you are.
Thank God.
You look around and you see that you can see walls, and they're like a
Right.
translucent pink covered with dark shadow.
So, like the area I'm in, it's like just like a room, like it's not like it's like this cave, but
Yeah, it's not the cave for sure.
right. So it's just like a
just a dark room,
square,
where-
dark,
not so much square, more of like
more round perhaps.
like more roundish. Yeah,
Yeah, more roundish.
It's more round than square, but
Okay. So I think I know something about this. Does Tony know something about this?
what does Tony think? He
How
thinks?
much does Tony know about what's going on?
I would say probably not much.
Right.
The last you remember, you were looking at this gem and then found yourself here.
Tony panics. He's screaming. He's like looking around. He's like, "What the fuck?"
You can see that the wall, even though it's currently dark, is beginning to shimmer. just a little bit.
I like go up to the wall and like look at it.
It is completely dark, but as you put your hands kind of close to it, your hand gets sucked in, and the dark kind of recedes a little bit, and you're looking through what's almost like a rounded window. And looking out of it, you see the inside of the chest. And looking up, you see the giant figures of your friends currently talking to each other and divvying up the coins.
Mikey listed.
And you also see yourself taking your portion of the gold and clapping your friends on the back and like thanking them. And it kind of looks over.
Who can I see out of my friends?
You see Talia, Durgat, and Hadrada.
Right. I cast message on Talia.
There's no effect.
Fuck.
They're
right.
just talking and.
Can I command Sam?
Sure.
Right. Okay. So I'll have Sam fly over so that I know he's still there.
Before you do that, though, just roll me a perception check real quick.
Okay. That's 6.
Okay. All right. So, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can I have Sam like fly into what would be view from what I assume is the rock in the chest?
Sam is in that dimension with you.
Oh shit. Hello, Sam.
Yeah. Sam comes flying up and lands on your shoulder.
Huh.
You try to shout for Sam, and there's no sound as you talk.
Oh. Okay.
So at this point, you see your body interacting and doing stuff. So it's safe to assume that you are not in your body anymore.
Yes. I got that. I'm in the rock.
So going forward, playing as Tony, you will not be Tony. You will be an imposter.
Right.
Until this mystery is solved.
Okay.
You'll take like orders from me. Like
All
I
right.
give them.
How much do I know, or does not me know about like
Not you.
the group?
You
Yeah.
know next to nothing about the group,
Okay.
and you know that you were trapped within that crystal. And
No, I know that Tony's trapped in that crystal.
No,
if I'm
no.
playing the imposter.
But I know. No. You know that you were previously trapped in that crystal.
Oh, I was right. Okay.
And got out somehow, and are now in control of this new body.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Whew. God, we're moving.
Okay. So yeah, you are finishing divvying up the gold. What is everybody doing?
Okay.
I would like to cast. I know what the fuck it is on the gemstone, actually.
Okay.
Because I know what the fuck it is.
Let me pull up something for you.
100 gold.
So
Sorry.
Yeah, it's 100 gold.
you learn its properties, how to use them.
Look at components.
Requires attunement.
Is that consumed though?
charge
Yes,
Learn. Okay.
I believe so. Double check.
It says.
It usually says
So-
which is consumed, doesn't it?
Gold pieces.
So the closest school of magic that you get from this gem is necromancy.
Oh, that's tasty.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, Tony, maybe put that away.
I mean,
Wait,
it
this is a
seems
magic
so
gem?
interesting though.
Do you guys know how you can sell it for a bunch of money?
Tony,
Can I-
So it's just a
probably
one-time purchase. Got it. You're all right.
So
Necromancy stuff.
it tells you
Yeah.
you can get more information from casting that because it says what magic school it's from, its properties, and how to use them. Okay, so let's see. You know that this is what is called a soul gem.
Oh.
They're used by necromancers to hold the soul of somebody who is waiting to be transferred into a new body. You know
Nice.
that there has to be a willing soul that touches it for it to take effect. And you know that the process can be undone, but both parties have to be willing.
I relay all that information to everyone.
Well, that seems very dangerous.
Well, is Tony?
I'm
Whatever.
Okay. So
Wait. Tony touched it willingly, so doesn't mean there's something or willing soul.
I'm definitely not willing. I'll tell you that now.
Okay.
I don't
Fair.
want to be in this.
Moss writes Sultan in the tail with his dirt and then stabs at it a few times to get attention of the people.
What the fuck
What
are you
about
doing?
it? What about
Ah!
the
Teddy screams, looking at Moss.
Oh,
Moss
Jesus.
draws like a cycle, like an
Oh,
arrow above
yes.
pointing to a circle below.
Whew.
Underline
What's the matter?
Sultan. He wrote a word in the dirt.
Are you saying we could take the soul of the Sultan and transfer it into a dragonborn body?
Moss puts a little check mark in the dirt.
For that, we'd have to find the body of a dragonborn.
Moss puts a check mark in the dirt.
For
Hey,
that,
Moss,
we'd
why
have
aren't
to
you
kill a
talking?
dragonborn. Because he's a scorpion.
Fair. Forgot about that.
Turn around. It is a scorpion encased in ice with claws of a polar bear. It's kind of monstrosity looking at it.
Okay, so at this point, what is everyone doing?
we should keep it. It may actually turn out
Yeah.
to be useful.
Can I keep it? Can I hold it at least?
No.
Sure. Yeah, Maz, for the Sultan to return into a dragonborn body, we'd have to find and kill a dragonborn.
Moss puts an X in the dirt.
How else are we gonna get the body of a dragonborn?
Moss just does the scorpion equivalent of a shrug.
The graveyard.
Graveyard, exactly.
The graveyard.
Hey Tony.
Yeah?
Can I inspect that real quick?
Yeah, but be careful, it sounds dangerous.
Okay. I'm going to try and tell like where this came from, sort of like how to make one, sort of, you know?
Uh-huh.
Try to reverse engineer. a-
Yeah, I'm
a
gonna
rock.
try and reverse engineer a rock.
I mean, I would say there's not really much you're going to learn from it. It is a naturally grown crystal, but it's just been imbued with magic.
Okay. Well then, never mind. Can I tell what spell they used?
As far as what?
Like, to imbue it with magic.
Talia would have gotten that information if there was any on it.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
Talia would have gotten that.
Alright.
Literally like a
It
quote
is-
from Identify.
It is like
Oh,
a
okay.
necromantic spell, so you do know it was imbued that way.
Mm-hmm.
Necromantic.
That's
Such a
about
good
it.
word.
Hmm.
That's why the band used it. The
Really?
Necromantics. Fucking awesome. If you haven't heard the Necromantics, I suggest you check them out.
Not even sponsored. We just really like the Necromantics.
Back to the game.
For the sake of it, Moss drops his form just because it's easier. Moss is back.
Okay. So Moss drops his form, and what is everyone doing?
Moss is gonna walk up to the group and like I guess look at the thing that Hadrada's holding and like get ready to put it
Oh
in
no,
his bag.
Tony's still holding it.
Oh, if Tony's holding, yeah, then Moss
I'm
is gonna
just
walk up.
inspecting it.
Also walk up next to Tony and then like look at the crystal and then look at Tony, then look at the crystal,
Oh.
and then hold out his hand.
I don't know.
Just give it to him.
Moss
Tony.
just looks at his bag and then looks at the crystal and then looks at his hand and then looks at the bag. Then looks at the crystal and then looks at Tony and then looks at his hand.
You sure?
Moss nods.
Okay. And I
Moss, why aren't you speaking?
give Moss the crystal.
Moss turns and looks at you, and you see it noted, and you see it too now. His lenses are moving still very, very fast, faster than they were before. And like if Tony hands him the crystal and without breaking eyesight, just takes the crystal and puts it into his bag of holding. Goes about elbow deep. He puts it deep in there,
Cool.
even though it doesn't do anything because it's
You
a
gonna
different
keep
plane
it
of
safe
existence.
in there?
But Moss nods.
Good.
Moss puts a hand on Tony's shoulder and hits him with a cure wounds because we both got fucking psychic slapped.
Oh, thank you. Ooh.
As I look up because I can't remember how much.
Feeling a
cure
lot
wounds
better
does.
now.
Do a second because I think you got hit a good bit.
I did.
Got 2d8 plus 8.
Nice.
No, damn it. Down. 19 back to you. Hit myself with a 1. 12 back to me. You back at full?
That's yeah.
How do we know there's not a soul in there?
You don't.
You don't
Don't suppose
really.
we do.
One way to find out reaches into the back. No.
No.
I mean,
Just
would we be able to see it? It's like a clear pearl, isn't it?
I
mean,
guess
there's
Moss
probably ways, but
Moss
I mean,
reaches
at this
into it and
point,
then pulls
you know,
out the crystal and then just like looking at the crystal takes a really after hearing Tony say that like holds it very close and is trying to like look through it as if it was a lens.
Like if we can't see anyone in it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how these work.
Yeah, so like you look through it and it's like a pink crystal, and
Any movement within it?
you notice that the middle of it is very dark, and it almost seems hollow on the inside. And you can make out like maybe like just a
Oh,
shimmer.
I have an idea. I use
I shake
detect
it.
thoughts on the crystal.
Oh no.
Okay.
He does it.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, do I get anything from the crystal? Do I like hear any like thoughts?
Can you ping the spell?
Yeah. Detect thoughts. Here we are. Oh.
I'll read it out. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast the spell and as your action on each of your turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. So, is this crystal considered a creature?
No.
Nothing
Okay.
happens.
Okay then.
You still use the spell. It's gone.
I was
Yeah.
more trying to see, like, okay, if I can see the thing, and if there is a creature inside of it, would then I be able to, like, do, detect thoughts on it? Or no?
I would
So, like-
say probably not. No.
Okay, thank you.
That's like if it's isolated in its own plane or prison or some shit.
I can't use sending because I need to know what they look like to use sending.
Well, it just kind of shakes a little bit. Does anything happen to the little black mass? Like,
What's that?
if I shake it, just give it a little like, yeah, yeah.
No.
No
nothing.
movement?
Nothing really happens.
Moss shrugs and puts it back in his bag.
Hold on. Can Tony take the crystal and have a closer look?
And Moss hands it over.
Actually, I have another idea.
Yeah.
Can you hand it to me?
I hold it out to Edrada, but I say I don't know if it's the safest to like hand over. It seems pretty dangerous. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You sure you're sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I use can I have my actually
You're
I,
precious.
my precious. Can I use I was considering using counterspell on it, but like if I use counterspell,
That seems dangerous.
it might
Everything with this thing seems
either kill
dangerous.
whatever's inside, or it might just do nothing and I waste a spell slot. I feel like it would be the latter.
You're thinking of dispel. Counterspell is a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Counterspell is only used to cancel a spell that's currently being cast.
Can I can I can I use my awakened mind to contact whatever's inside?
Roll it for me real quick so I can see what it does.
Starting at first level, it doesn't have a roll, so starting at first level, your alien knowledge gives you the ability to touch the mind of other creatures. You can communicate with any creature you can see. Oh wait, never mind.
No.
Yeah, any creature.
Basically,
creature.
any spell that has a creature you can see isn't gonna work here. If it's visually based, then no.
No creature.
Tony would like to take back the crystal. And just say, well, clearly, like, hold it like back up to the light and look through it and be like, there's nothing in it, surely. So maybe whoever had it just
Moss kind of
didn't
like
have chance
gets
to
in
use
line with Tony's sight and then points at the black mass that's clearly inside of it.
it. Okay, yeah, but it's like,
Moss shrugs.
is that a
like,
thing?
Moss
Can I-
points at it again.
Can I put my hand on it and focus my energy to try and sort of contact Bri to see if they know anything about it?
Sure. Yeah. What are you doing? Just like praying to her, like, "Oh, Bri, give me the knowledge I seek," like that kind of thing, or are you trying to like summon them?
I'm just trying to pray.
Hey God, it's me.
Hey God.
Hey.
This remote's like not working.
So yeah, your eyes like kind of white over, and you are taken back into her realm, and she takes the crystal from you and looks at it and says, a soul gem. Very powerful. I've used them on quite a few occasions.
I know what it is, but is there anything inside?
And she looks at it and says, "Yes, it seems like it," and hands it back to you.
This is very helpful.
Alright, so what the fuck is going on in real life? Because this is huge right now. Is he talking? Is he mumbling to himself? What's going on?
His eyes are like rolled up in the back of his head, and he is like almost in a seized state.
Is he saying anything, or is it like, can I make out?
Like when
The
Bran
words.
like kind of goes into the Raven form, like that kind of thing. He is like non-responsive to outside interference and is just in a seized state.
I'm not trying to interact with him because I'm seeing him go and I'm remembering what he told me last night. And with Tony standing right next to Moss, every single one of his lenses are frozen, staring at Hadrada right now. Like staring at his lips as he goes into this state. Is there any movement? Can I get anything from what he's saying? What he's trying to say in this weird prayer state?
There's like slight twitches, but that's
No words.
That's really about it. Yeah, no.
I know the entire time Moss is just staring at Hadrada.
Right. Yeah, there's like lip twitches, but not so much.
Alright, no, I was just trying to see if you can
Words
glean
being
anything.
made out. Yeah.
I ask Bri then, do you know how to interact with it? Say, get the soul out.
And she says, well, you either need a vacant, soulless body or the body of another who's willing.
Can you
to-
share 2 souls in one body?
No.
No? Okay.
She says, you need either a soulless body to transfer it into, or if you find a body that already has a soul, both parties have to be willing.
And you can tell that there's a soul in here. How?
She turns it to you and says, look at the glimmer. And
I
you see
see.
there's very bright like glimmers within the darkened central part of the crystal.
I say thank you, and bow deeply, and say I know what to do with this.
And she says, be
Uh-oh.
careful with it. They can be dangerous in the hands of those who don't know how to use them properly. You can accidentally get yourself trapped in there like nothing, so be careful.
How do you get yourself trapped in there?
And she says, well, you have to be holding it willingly, and if the soul decides to take a hold of you, you're sucked into it, and that's it. You can't communicate with anyone. Your body falls to the ground dead, unless there's another soul that takes its place, of course.
I see. Well, I come out of the state and I say to Moss, or at least I ask, is that all?
Yes.
Then I ask, to, leave the state.
Okay, yeah, and you snap out of it whenever you're willing to.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you control, not really Bri.
Okay.
On her end. So when you're willing, you just snap out of it.
I come out and say, I'm gay. No, I come out and say that we should probably keep this thing safe.
Why?
I mean, it seems very important.
Well, for one, there may be a soul in here, and I sort of want to see who it is. So we need to find a dead body. Maybe
Okay.
to put them in.
Where do we get that body?
I know quite a few.
Well, I'm not going to question that.
Look, it's fine. We'll sort it out. Seems pretty cool, whatever it is. If a bit dangerous.
Moss holds his hand out to take the gem.
Okay.
Do you give him the gem? How did I last, didn't they?
No, well, sort of. I was touching it, but I wasn't really taking it.
That's what
Oh,
Tony was holding.
Oh,
he
so
holds
we're
his hand out
both
to Tony.
holding it?
Yeah.
Moss just kind of puts the hand out as you two are just kind of.
Cool. Sure.
He takes it and puts it in his bag, but not for the entire time. He doesn't look away from Hadrada's face.
Okay. Okay, so at this point, what is everybody doing?
Typing furiously, apparently.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The Fast and the Furious.
So I, myself, I am going to, I'm going to, talk to Moss in, like, a whisper.
Do you want to go to Whispers for that?
Sure.
Okay.
Uh,
Can I go or no?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. All right. We'll be back. Ooh, secrets.
Ooh, secrets. Yes, indeed. Oh, audio died.
That
Hello?
What the fuck?
Hadrada
guy?
just said, I want to have like a private whisper with you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is all over the place
He's like
today.
brought you aside.
Yeah.
He's
what's Mike doing down there?
you're going to whisper, so you
Yeah,
can have
we're
a
going to
private whisper with
so
them.
we can have
Oh,
a
I'm
conversation.
going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I was very confused on what was just happening.
That's okay. What happened to your audio?
I don't know. My thing just glitched out. I just had to restart it real quick.
Ah, okay. So,
Software glitch.
I whisper to you, saying that there's a soul in there.
Moss nods.
And that I was told by my patron, and that we that I need a dead body, basically, because whoever this soul is, I don't know who, but whoever this soul is, I want to get them out, because they've probably been stuck in there for quite a while.
She said either a soulless dead body or the body of somebody living who was willing
Moss-
to take their place within the crystal.
Moss wouldn't say that, but putting a live soul into a corpse would kill the soul.
Really?
Clear, like it's going into a dead body that can't function. Then the soul would just die as soon as the body gave life again because
Like
it's dead.
Like recently dead though, not like hundreds of years or anything.
Well, even then, right? It's like that's a corpse. If it's been non-functioning for longer than 7 minutes, the body wouldn't be able to work anymore, like as a body. But Moss wouldn't say any of that shit, 'cause Moss doesn't function on that level. But Moss just takes the dead body comment and just shakes his head no.
Okay. Hardrada says, or like starts to like not probe into your mind, but uses awakened mind to like talk to you further, saying, and you can respond to this, saying that all we need to do is find a recently dead body, and revive it, and then put the soul in.
Moss shakes his head no.
Mm-hmm.
Still does not respond, even though you're in his brain. And something you'd probably notice, maybe not, but yeah, roll a perception check. Or Mike, is it okay if I have him do that? I should say. See
Yeah,
if
that's
he notices
fine.
something specific.
Yeah, Hadrada, go ahead and roll perception.
10.
10. Well, no, it's enough. I feel like you've spent enough time already to notice this because it's not that hard. Usually while you're talking to Moss or in any real situation, all of the different lenses of his eyes are adjusting and moving either softly or quickly. And right now, staring at your face, they are all unmoving.
I say to Moss, how do we get this soul out of here then?
Moss shakes his head no.
You don't want to get the soul out?
Moss shakes his head no.
I see. Well, I understand this. I say to Moss. What should we do with the crystal then?
Moss pats his bag twice where it already is.
Keep it?
Moss nods.
Mm-hmm. Why, thank you then. I guess we'll just keep it safe. I don't want whatever's in there dying.
Moss stares at you unblinkingly.
Speaking of which, how are you?
No reaction. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's all you're getting.
Fair enough.
More secrets.
Hardrada just says, okay,
You end the telepathic link.
yeah, and the telepathic link, so we can go back.
Alright.
Hello. We were doing anti-drug reps.
What?
So you
What?
guys see Moss and Hadrada just stare at each other for a really long time.
Yeah.
And Hadrada like making motions and like doing things, and Moss just not reacting in any way.
I'm gonna assume
Except for
that's
maybe
normal.
nods or like.
In the
shaking head.
beginning of it, it's nods, but there was a solid like 2-3 minutes of just zero movement from Moss. And Moss keeps his hand on the top of the bag
Cool.
and then turns and walks away from the group.
Huh? What? Talia like turns to Adrias like, what happened? What did you two do?
I start a telepathic link with Talia and say, I just talked to him
About what? She asks.
about the soul gem.
Murder.
Why is he walking away? Is he okay?
Moss starts
I'm not
collecting
sure.
all the potions that were scattered across the other tables.
Okay.
Okay, and these are still like untested, so you know that they're potions of some kind.
I know the red ones you said were healing of some variety. How many
Right.
of those did I get? The ones that I know.
Well, no, it's just one big like
Oh, it's
glass
just one big red.
bottle of it. Like the
Alright.
circumference of the glass is probably like the size of like a little bit bigger than a softball. Think of it like a
Oh,
1
damn.
gallon, like,
Alright.
like a 1 gallon like bottle.
Big ass bottle of healing is what I'm putting.
Okay.
I'm a hope you have a note for what that is, because that's all I got right now. Unless
Yeah,
you
I
want to
mean,
tell me what I'm supposed to write down.
Yeah, no, it would translate out to like the amount of like 6 healing potions.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's not like totally full. It's kind of
Yeah,
kind of
6
low. but-
healing potions worth, but it's like in a decanter.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Ooh, aerated healing potion. I like it.
Think of it like it was brewed and then never divvied up into.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If it's still softball size, so just takes the whole thing, slides it into the bag,
Okay. Coolio.
and then what of the liquids I don't know.
So there's a green one and a blue one.
Large green potion,
Large blue potion.
large blue potion. I'm assuming it's mana and stamina, but we'll see later.
And then one that is like an orangish yellow.
Large, orangey, yellowy potion. Got it. Just slipping all those bad boys in. As I'm going through, can I do another pass? See if I can and you know what? No. This time he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it to himself. Man's gonna give himself enhance ability. Give himself what's the intelligence one? Fox's Cunning. And try to figure out what those potions are. The green, the blue, and the orange.
Okay. So yeah, roll
Arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be rough. It's all to the rolls. 5 on the green.
Okay.
8 on the blue.
Wow.
16. There we go. We take those on the
Hey.
orange. That's the one I wanted to know.
Okay. So I assume that was on like the yellow orangish one, right?
Yeah, that was orange because that's what I typed last.
It's piss. No, just kidding.
Damn it! I wanted piss.
So you like feel the outside of it, and it is very warm.
Ooh. That's all I get. It's a kind of warm.
Yes.
Fire resist, I'm assuming. Fire breath, maybe let you fucking spit
It's
hot
piss.
fire.
You don't know. I mean, you could always like have somebody like take a sip of it, and the effect would
drinks it.
be immediately known. Okay.
The whole thing?
Well, a potion's worth. We'll take a
Okay.
charge of it. It's a big ass thing.
So, not that you would have like a belly, but the inside of your
It goes through my
systems-
tubing system.
Exactly, like the inside of your systems begin to heat up and
Moss is
stay
liquid cooled.
like at a very hot temperature. Not to the point
Oh.
of being like painful or like you would be taking damage from it, but the overall feeling you get throughout your mechanical body is like warmth.
That's a new feeling.
And
Moss kind of like shimmies a bit, and you all hear the rattling.
you kind of burp after drinking it and like doing the shimmy, and a small flame comes out of your throat.
Oh, fuck yeah. So there's like small like metal plate drops on the front of Moss's face mask, and there's these like slatted lines that lets out a fume of exhaust. And I like to imagine, because he's mechanical, it's like a spray of something and then it catches on fire, like how flamethrowers work. He's not spitting the fire just comes out. So it's
Like
potions of
napalm.
fire breathing.
Yeah, it's a potion of fire breathing.
And how many potions worth did I get there?
I would say out of that, 5.
Minus the 1, or is that after the one I drank?
After the one you drank.
So 5
Yeah, that one was a
fire
bit more,
breathing.
that was a bit more full.
Fire breathing for the entire party. Woohoo!
And it goes directly into Moss's bag.
He's got the
All
little
right,
spits.
and then we got 2 more potions that I don't know what they are.
Have Tony drink them.
How many
Um,
potions worth, if I were to divvy the other potions up, are there in each of them? There's just 6 around the board.
Yeah, like one for each person.
Fuck it, that's a gambling kind of day. Moss takes a drink of the blue one.
Okay. Suddenly you're filled with a well of vigor.
Oh, hell yeah, I love being vigorous.
It is essentially a potion version of the haste spell.
Oh, you motherfucker. 5 haste
Gotta go
potions worth. And then very quickly drinks the green one.
Okay.
Be acid. Be acid.
Right? You drink the green one, and you don't really feel that much of a difference. You don't really feel anything affect you.
Huh.
But
Oh.
you do get 8 temporary hit points.
Hey. You take those. 8 temporary hit points. Nothing else, just I get 8.
Yep.
All right.
Nice.
Just temporary HP potion.
and they last for like a full day. So if you like
For
take
sure.
a long rest with temporary hit points, it'll just go away.
So
And
just temp HP potion.
Uh,
And that's
it-
5.
and it doesn't stack with each other either. So
I want a random effect potion.
You don't trust me.
The deck of many things potion.
ooh man, if I had been a dick, I could have done that.
Please give me a deck. Give me a deck.
Moss drinks
I'll
this
pull.
potion.
I'll pull 4. I'll pull 4 cards the second you give us a deck. Quote me on it right now.
It's a deck of illusions. Get fucked.
Session 5.